Hello everyone, welcome to another day of story time with Elsa. I have a couple brand new stories to read to you. Our first one is called A Cool Contest. Princess Anna looked around the courtyard. It's the perfect day for the annual ice carving contest, she told her sister Elsa. Cold and clear and bright. Elsa smiled. She had loved this contest when she was younger. Now that the castle gates were open again, she was thrilled to bring back the tradition. Ice harvesters had dragged large blocks of ice into the castle courtyard so contestants could carve their creations. And from the large crowd, it seemed as almost everyone in Arendelle was taking part. Olaf ran up to the sisters. The little snowman tugged on Anna's dress. "Come on, Anna," he said. "Let's go find our ice." "Good luck," Elsa called out as Olaf took Anna by the hand. They picked up some carving tools and made their way to their block of ice. Nearby, Kristoff and Sven were admiring their own block of ice. "I know this is my first time sculpting ice," Kristoff said, "but I've been cutting blocks of ice since I was a kid. How hard could it be?" Sven nodded. "We work with ice every day," Kristoff said. "We know the secrets of the ice. I know we'll make a great sculpture." Just then, Elsa clapped her hands. "Good morning, everyone," she said. "Welcome to the ice carving contest." The crowd cheered. "The rules are simple," Elsa said. "Carvers may either work alone or in teams of 2. Each team will have until the sun sets to finish their sculpture. Then I will choose the winners. You may now begin. Good luck, everyone." As the carvers took their places, Anna saw Kristoff and Sven. Their block of ice was right next to hers and Olaf's. "I didn't know you were entering the contest," she said to Kristoff. "I didn't know you were entering either," Kristoff replied. "I guess I should have known," Anna said with a smile. "After all, ice is your life." Kristoff laughed. He couldn't disagree with that. Anna held out her hand. "Good luck," she said. "May the best artist win," Kristoff replied. Anna and Olaf picked up their tools together and began chipping away at the ice. Anna leaned back and struck the ice with her chisel. "Whoa, that was so much fun," Anna said, taking another swing. Olaf giggled with delight as he took a chip out of the block with his chisel. "This is fun. I wonder what it is we're making." "I guess we'll find out," Anna shouted as she happily hammered away at their block, sending ice chips spraying into the air all around them. They probably should have come up with a plan, but I'm really curious to see what they end up with. Meanwhile, Kristoff and Sven carefully searched their block of ice for lines and cracks. Kristoff put his ear to the ice and closed his eyes. "Okay, Sven, now I know where the ice will break," Kristoff said finally. Nearby, Anna saw Kristoff and Sven carefully start to carve their ice. She stopped and looked down at her own block of ice. She and Olaf had been having so much fun chipping away at their ice that it didn't look like anything. Maybe Kristoff had the right idea. Anna and Olaf stopped carving and put down their tools. Kneeling, Anna tried to listen to the ice. "What's it saying, Anna?" Olaf asked. "I don't hear anything," Anna said, but then she noticed all the small lines and cracks in the ice. Now she knew where the ice would break. The friends picked up their tools and merrily started chipping away again. The pair's laughter caught Kristoff's attention. Although their sculpture looked a little funny, Anna and Olaf seemed to be having a good time. Kristoff looked at Sven and their block of ice. They had barely made a dent in it. "Maybe we don't need to be so careful," Kristoff told Sven. "And I think I know just what we should carve." He whispered something in Sven's ear. The reindeer smiled. Then the two of them got back to work. Kristoff used his chisel and Sven used the sharp points of his antlers. Soon they were laughing too. As the hours ticked by, all the teams worked hard on their sculptures. Soon, many of the sculptures began to take shape. One team was carving a dolphin, another was working on a sculpture of an ocean bird. Kristoff and Sven slowly worked at their creation while Anna and Olaf kept chipping away as quickly as they could. Starting to look like something. I'm really curious what they're going to end up with. Anna could not believe how much fun she was having. Ice carving might be her new hobby. Finally, Elsa's voice rang out through the courtyard. The sun is setting, she said. It's time for judging to begin. Elsa walked up and down the rows looking at each team's carving. One of the ice harvesters had carved a cute polar bear cub. That's wonderful, Elsa said. Then she looked at Kristoff and Sven's sculpture. She smiled. It looks like Sven. What a good idea, she said. It's too bad you weren't able to finish. Next, Elsa moved on to Anna and Olaf's sculpture. Well, you finished your sculpture, she said, but what is it? Can't you tell? Olaf asked. It's an Iceman. Oh, of course, Elsa said politely to Anna and Olaf. It's wonderful. Elsa moved from team to team, looking at the rest of the sculptures. She saw a fish, a dolphin, and a seagull. She saw a cat, a swan, and a sailing ship. There were so many beautiful sculptures to choose from. It was going to be hard for Elsa to pick just one winner. Finally, she stopped at Olena and Kai's sculpture. They had carved the castle. Elsa couldn't believe her eyes. It's just beautiful, she cried. Look at this detail. You carved every window, every tower, and every brick. Elsa turned to the crowd. Olena and Kai are the winners, she announced, placing a ribbon on their sculpture. As the crowd erupted into applause, Olena and Kai smiled proudly. It really does look beautiful. Kind of like when I built that ice castle. You know, Kristoff told Anna, I bet we could make something great if we had the right team. Anna grinned. Maybe next time we all can work together, she said. You can listen to the ice. And you can make sure Sven and I don't get too serious, Kristoff added. The two friends shook hands. They couldn't wait until the next contest. That story's making me think, I bet it'd be really fun to try to have another ice contest. Indoors, of course. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time I have for Storytime this week, but I hope you enjoyed our little tale, and maybe it gives you a really fun idea of some kind of contest of creation that you could have at your very own home. I will see you all next week, and thanks for watching Storytime with me. I hope you all are doing well.